If you know anything about the channel at this point, it's that when the board stalls out and we need to draw action, we like to do nothing but draw lands and cards that don't matter. There's two in a row. Here comes another one off the hold for ransom. Skipping ahead once again. And why don't we end the game with yet another land off the top? Hello Daily Drafters, today is Tuesday, May the 10th. Thanks for joining me for today's Daily Draft. We're going to hop into our second week. I guess we're into our second week of drafts of Streets of New Capenna. We're having a great time, so thanks for each and every one of you subscribers for choosing to spend a part of your day here with me today. And for those of you that are not yet subscribed, we'd love to have you on board. We are racing toward 100, and we'd love your help in getting there. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button, either in the bottom right-hand corner or underneath the video. It's absolutely free. You'll then have access to the most consistent, high-quality MTG Limited content on YouTube. Let's dive into the Pack 1 Pick 1 here for today, and I see a Gala Greeters here in the top left, which I really do enjoy. It's a very good card. Probably going to take that. Nightclubber is a close second. I haven't liked black decks as much as I've liked green decks, and I think Gala Greeters is probably better than Nightclubber, but it's pretty close. Bouncer's Beatdown is also very good. Mayhem Patrol is probably going to get taken. Not really sure what to hope wheels out of this pack here. Tramway Station could open up some Riveteers nonsense, but we're just going to take the Gala Greeters. Go from there, see what comes. All right, interesting here. So green-black is not really a combo that we're going for. I haven't particularly liked Security Rocks. It's been fine. I haven't liked red-green as much. I have liked green-white, which is why I think I'm going to land on Civil Servant. Green-red, it'd be either Rocks or Strangle here. Riveteers Requisitioner, I've not been the biggest fan of. Corrupt Court Official is probably pretty good, but I'm just going to take the Civil Servant. I know it branches into white a bit, but then we immediately see another one, so probably just going to take that. Over Virtuoso. This card's been very good, don't get me wrong, but when you have the opportunity to take a second Civil Servant after getting a first one, I'm just going to land on that almost every time. Now we have Kaldaya Strong Arm and Gathering Throng. Love to see Gathering Throng. It's another citizen for the servants that we already have. Green-white wants to be kind of a very heavy creature deck, and we're going to grab our first Gathering Throng here. Hopefully we can pick up more. Call in a Professional is probably the best card in this pack, but not for us, I don't think. I'm pretty sure we just want to be green-white at this point. Courier's Briefcase, it's a 2-mana 1/1, and you can sack it for a mana. That's pretty much all we'd be doing with it. Revelation of Power as a trick, Broken Wings to get rid of flyers, or Rocks Pummeler. You know what? I'm gonna hedge my bets here with Call in a Professional. I don't think I'm gonna miss a Rocks Pummeler, a Briefcase, or anything like that. So we'll take the removal spell there and then see a third Civil Servant. Yesterday's draft had 5 body droppers. Can today's draft end up with 5 Civil Servants? You see there on the I can't look at it at the same time. See there, it's left hand holding up 5. That's what we're going for, 5 Civil Servants. Celebrity Fencer, Riveteers Charm, no. Attended Socialite, probably not. Gilded Pinions could be pretty good. I think I'm going to take the Fencer. I like my green-white decks to have like 18 creatures in it. So we're just going to take the Fencer here. Another Citizen, 2-drop in Gardener. This is also a Citizen. It does protect us against flyers. Another Gilded Pinions. I think I'm going to land on the 2-drop here. Warm Welcome. This is a non-creature spell I think I'm willing to play in green-white. It's a late Mayhem Patrol, but we're just going to take the Warm Welcome here, and that was the wheel. So I think we're pretty locked into green-white with 3 Civil Servants. Combat Tricks wouldn't be the end of the world to make sure these survive. Looking for 2- and 3-drop Citizens, looking for Gathering Throngs. I don't think that Prize Fight is going to be in our high pick order, but maybe Hold for Ransom One or two of those will be pretty good. All right, rocks came back. Here's the combat trick. Initiate. I don't really care about Initiate at all, I don't think. Same with Capenna Express. So we'll take the combat trick here. Take the 2-drop here, but this is one I'm probably not looking to run. But we'll hold it in there for now. I mean, it's not a citizen either. Would love a Darling of the Masses as well. I think that's what it's called. The 4-mana 2/4 that attacks, makes a citizen, and citizens get +1/+0. We've already got 5 citizens. And we're only through 1 pack. Strong Arm came back. I'd love to see that. It's a very good card. I really like that in this deck. Almost always blitz it. See, and the Pummeler came back anyway, if we really wanted it. And then Initiate. All right, nothing but green-white cards here, so we are off to the races with a nice little green-white deck. To lose is a great card for a different deck. Riveteer's Decoy, I've not been a big fan of. Guidance, I don't think so. Wanted, I think it's a pretty easy hold for Ransom here. Another call in the Professional, but I don't think we want to splash with green-white into Cabaretti unless we get like Jet Mirror or something. So we're just going to take a hold for Ransom here. Helps us push through some more damage. Then we do see a combat trick that makes another creature. This one's actually been decent. Evolving Door, no. Civic Gardener maybe, but this I wouldn't be surprised if this one comes back. And Broker's Hideout could help us find an island if we need to splash. So it's either Libation or Broker's Hideout. And I think I'm going to land on the Hideout. I think if we want combat tricks, we'll be able to pick them up. So I'm going to land on the card that could enable a blue splash if we find a blue card we want to splash. And then we did find the Darling of the Masses, so this is great. Would not mind playing Plaza or taking a Towers. Sawjack on the wheel wouldn't be bad either. But we'll take Darling of the Masses here for sure. Now we have Speakeasy Server. And with the amount of creatures in this deck, this could help us stabilize and just give us a flyer. There's also Sawjack to protect against flyers, but if we're in the position where we have to hold this back to block, I think that's not what our deck wants to be doing. So for that reason, I think I'm going to take the Speakeasy Server as basically our first 5-drop, because this is kind of a 4, and this really isn't probably going to make the deck. Towers could enable another blue splash, but I'm going to take the creature that I think I know we want to play. Another hold for Ransom. Really good pickup here. A shame it's in the same pack as a Botanical Plaza, but this is the removal spell that this deck wants. So we're going to keep that here. Probably put this in the board. No, really big fan of that one. All right, second Gathering Throng. Going to take that. Would love to have another Strong Arm, but we need multiple Throngs to make this a playable card. Take to the Streets could be good if we end up with like 18 creatures. So we'll put it in there for now. And everything in here looks okay so far. Maybe this is on the chopping block. Put that in there for now. I don't know about Pummeler. It's very expensive. It's almost assuredly a 16-land deck. Hold for Ransom. Pick 8. More removal. So I think we are one of the only green-white drafters at the table here. I would love to get like 4 Gathering Throngs. That would be great. Another Server. Maybe 2 is okay. I don't think I want Guidance or Most Wanted. This card's been alright, but we need to be casting creatures and not random 3-mana combat trick kind of things. None of this is going to make our deck, so I'll rare draft here. We do have 1 Broker's Hideout hiding away at the bottom of our list here. If we need to find a bomb blue card, or if we find Falco Spara or whatever. Refuse to Yield is a combat trick. I like the 1-mana combat tricks more. They're just so cheap. You can hold them up and still play creatures. We only have 12 creatures in here. This is kind of a creature. With 3 removal spells. Halo Scarab. I'll just put it in the board for now. And the last pack here. Well, Depopulate is a strong one. But I don't know how much our very, very heavy creature deck wants to be playing a card like this. We already have 1 Take to the Streets. I doubt I'm going to play 2. Glittermonger is not for this deck, but Quick Draw Dagger is, and I think I'm going to land on that over Depopulate. Now, in a vacuum, I'd love to have Depopulate. Pack 1, pick 1. But, like, our whole strategy is putting creatures on the battlefield and having them survive, so Depopulate is actively working against that strategy. So I'm going to take the Quick Draw Dagger here. And then we have Broker's Charm. Don't think Kill Shot is for us. Buy Your Silence is way too expensive. Glittermonger, I guess I'm going to take the Charm, but I'm really not looking to splash if I can get away with it. We kind of missed on those first 2 packs there. Raffine's Informant's a good 2-drop. Disciplined Duelist might be a card worth splashing. Well, we only have the 1 Broker's Hideout so far, and that's the only way we have to find blue. So we're thinking in this as like a streamlined 2-color deck, and maybe we get a splash. But if we do, we want like 3 sources. We don't want to play this because it's way too slow as a splash. We're much more of an aggressive deck. So I'm going to take the 2-drop here. Aspiring Overseer, you love to see it. Pick 4. So everyone to our right is not in white. But there's no green here, so... Now we have some options. So Celebrity Fencer, another 2-drop, and Informant. I think I like Informant over Fencer here. And again, Sawjack protects against flyers, but we're going to be the attacker. We're not going to be the blocker, so we need to be getting Informants down. Darling of the Masses number 2. Oh my gosh, that's a gift. So we're going to snap that up and not even look back. And we have 1 more pack to find 1 more Throng here. Cabaretti, do we have a red card? I don't think we need to try to splash that, though. This could just be a tap land for us. Same with this one. And we did not get there with the Throng. So we took everyone we saw. We only got 2. Sometimes you get there, sometimes you don't with this card. See if we can grab a couple more 2 or 3 drops. I'm not sure how excited I am to play only 2 Gathering Throngs. No. Yeah, none of this is for us. Same thing. I mean, Revelers maybe, but I doubt it. We could play like a Courtyard. Oh, there's the train. Didn't hear that coming. We could play like Courtyard plus a Mountain plus Revelers if we had to. Come on, give me another creature I'll play. Gilded Pinions, maybe? Red-green was wide open. I think red-green was the deck to be in on this seat. But we got like 3 Civil Servants in the first like 6 picks, so... So there's a Broker's Charm in here right now. But that's not the card we want to be splashing. So this is 16 lands. And we'd have to add 1 more card. With 16 creatures. So Take to the Streets. This is kind of a creature. This is removal. This sends our creatures to the skies. I like Quick Draw Dagger. As far as creatures to add, we could play a Socialite. That doesn't seem like the end of the world. We have a couple of combat tricks here we could play. We have a Most Wanted we could play. Halo Scarab. We could splash either of these cards. Or we could just run it like this. I'm not sure how much I like Gilded Pinions. It seems okay, I guess. I mean, what are we trying to send to the sky? Like a Throng? Civil Servants, maybe? I don't think I really want to splash here. Which means it has to be a combat trick over Gilded Pinions. How many counters are we getting on things? So these two could get counters. Gala Greeters could get counters. Celebrity Fencer could get counters. And Kaldaya Strong Arm could give things counters. So maybe Revelation of Power is just better than Opinions. I mean, we're not sending a lot of power to this guy. We're sending like maybe 3-ish power most of the time. So this is 17 creatures, 16 lands, 3 removal spells, a combat trick, kind of a combat trick and an equipment. This is kind of like our 18th creature. And finds more of them. And then an overrun. With how many citizens? 10 citizens. Yeah, this is the kind of green deck you want. Green-white deck you want to run. So let's hop on into the queue. And bash some face here. On the play with a couple of 2-drops. I know we don't have white, but we do have cards we can cast. So for that reason, I believe I will keep it. And then probably never draw white and concede, but got to keep this hand. Huh? Always had it. Okay, so they have a combat trick for a green. Gonna have to keep that in mind. I can think of the +2/+2, and I can think of the X and a green that makes a citizen. So we can't really find a way to get 4 mana here. So we could do this, untap the white, and then we'd have Hold for Ransom, but they don't have anything, so that doesn't really do much either. So we're just going to give it pseudo-vigilance here by attacking. And then we'll play our creature. Next turn, probably just play a Fencer, then do a Server, and hopefully that'll be enough to kind of keep the board at bay. Social Climber, okay. Fine trading either of these for that. Yeah, I'll just play this now, get this trigger, and see if they want to force a trade somewhere. We'll just untap itself. They will trade. Elegant Entourage, great hold for ransom target. Well, so it's not a very good hold for ransom target, but we kind of have to do it. we'll do this. We don't need Vigilance, so we'll just untap here. Way we can hold up Revelation of Power if we need to. Darling of the Masses. Another not great hold for ransom target, but we can push through 5 more damage if we do. Or we could just play a 3/3, and then we still have an attack. Let's do that. Let's just get this in. Actually, they've got the combat trick here, and we know that. So we can negate their combat trick by using this. Now, the question is their combat trick the +2/+2, or is it the X and a green combat trick? The X and a green isn't uncommon, so it's more likely to be +2/+2. And for that reason, I don't think I'm attacking into this. Because next turn we can, like, hold this for ransom, get in with everything, and still hold up Revelation of Power. So for that reason, I'm not going to attack into their combat trick. Overseer, okay. It's a good one, obviously. Okay. So we can actually hold up all of this. If we go Informant, hold for ransom, attack with everything, untap a white. So I'm going to do that. Most likely have to discard whatever we find here. Yeah, I don't like it, but we can push through a lot of damage this turn. And probably need to do so. So let's hold for ransom here. And then we're going to attack with the Gardener and untap the white to hold up Revelation of Power. And if it's +2/+2, they can threaten to block here. But if they do that, we give it +2/+2 in lifelink. Yeah, so it is the... whatever that one is. But that's okay, because now we can eat it for the family. So we're taking 5, or we're giving them 5, 6, 7, so it's not quite good enough there, so let's just go ahead and eat that and gain 7 life. And that should do it. So always know what you can play around, and if you can pick something in their hand based off of the arena cues, that's a huge thing and a huge advantage you can take, because that basically won us that game knowing that was in their hand. Alright, we're on the draw, and we can't cast any of our spells, but if we draw a white, it's a great hand. Can't risk it. So we're going to keep this and get back this, and just keep all our creatures here. Blue-black Snooping Newsy. Getting rid of 2 lands. Love to see it. This holds that back now. Next turn we can go Warm Welcome, tap the Citizen, get in for 3. But if they play a creature, then that just all might go down the drain. Alright, got all their colors. Okay. For mana's sake, I think I'm going to go Warm Welcome over Civil Servant here. Oh, that's a tough one. I like all of these cards. Darling of the Masses is really good. So is Inspiring Overseer. I think I'm going to take the Darling. Do we attack into open mana here? With Darling on the way, giving it +1/+0. Yeah, I think we have to. Maybe we trade this for a combat trick, but like... we have to attack, right? Kill shot. Out of the way. Okay. I mean, they were going to do that anyway, so... didn't matter what we did. You just love when these things line up against the exact decks you're playing against, you know? It's still a good card, even if it didn't cost 2 less, to be honest. But when it's 2 mana, bounce a permanent, draw a card, I mean, it's great. Crooked Custodian. Alright, nothing. Okay, so do we go Double Servant? Do we go Darling? I kind of like Double Servant. Or Fencer and then Double Servant. We have a lot of options here. Darling holds back their whole board. So I'm just going to do this one. And then we're not blocking with... well, we could block with this. But if they kill Darling, then we're not blocking. Yeah, let's just put it through. Push some damage here. So what I'm noticing about Fencer is like it's a whole... you have to take off a whole turn just to put a 3/2 on the board. And when you could do things like double spell... okay, so they are going to... another one. Yeah, they're just going to keep bouncing our creatures. And putting us behind here. Give me a land. Although a land's not even that good here because we could still only either do these or Darling again. Another Newsy. Still 2 out of 5. Jeez. 3 out of the ways. Against a green deck. Obscura Charm is a good one as well that they milled. Yeah, let's just put this one down one more time. I am gonna... the only way they attack is if they remove this. And if they remove this, we're not blocking. So for that reason, I'm going to attack again. And if they remove that, then, I mean, we're down to 5. And effectively dead. Turns out 2 mana bounce a creature, draw a card is really good tempo in the format. Corrupt Court Official. Let's get rid of this thing. Land is not bad, because now we can go Fencer into Servant here. And then no attacks. Board is sufficiently stalled. Alright, we're done with lands. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so they have an instant. If we get in with this, we could only trade with 2 of these, like these 2 things. So I want to wait a little bit. We could get in here, but then they trade there. But as long as they have this, they're going to be able to trade there. It will put in a 2-drop into their yard for their Newsies as well. Where's the Gilded Pinions when you need it? I don't think we included it in the deck. It's going to be hard to push through. I mean, we're just going to have to start attacking and trading with a bunch of things, I guess. Okay, gains them 4 life as well. And puts 2 values in their yard for Newsies. And then here come the lands. You know it. You watch Daily Draft. You know what's coming for the next 3 turns. How about Double Servant attacking? Trade him for Newsies? I mean, we gotta clear this board somehow, right? Okay, the board is dwindling and we are having lands in hand. And we have half the lands on our deck. Rafine's Informant. Not bad, because now we can at least pitch this land. And we're going to have to. Gathering Throng. We can get the other one, but we can't cast it. Now, if they kill our Fencer, then we kind of... we don't have a lot going on for us. What do we have left? We have a Darling, a Take to the Streets, Kaldaya Strong Arm, Triple Hold for Ransom. We've got cards left. I mean, we've got ways to get through this. So they have to block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have to block with 3 creatures. So this is a good attack, I think. Kill shot. Run out of town. Yeah, close enough. I think it's still fine enough to put on top. I mean, next turn we can play it and a Gathering Throng. So, guess we're keeping it on top. Okay, so we have to trade Gathering Throng for Broker's Veteran. And then they put a shield counter on something. But, I mean, this is going to die at some point in this game, so. Unless we hold it for ransom, but, like, I don't think that's worth doing. So they get to put the shield counter on something now. There you go. Do that. And now we've still got a lot of draws left in the deck here. So they're at an interesting point in the game with the Grifter here now, where it's 3 mana to loot. We don't have any more, so whatever. 3 mana to loot, but they're just discarding lands. So they're not getting counters, but they are filtering their hand to make sure they don't draw any more lands. So it's still pretty good. Okay, you have a 4/4, yep. And there's our lands. So go ahead. Have we found their white splash yet? Obscura Charm. Okay. We have another Informant in the deck, so we could loot away another land if we find that. Echo Inspector is a clock, because now we don't have a reach creature. Do we trade Fencer for Girder Goons? I don't like it. But we might have to make sure we don't die to Echo Inspector. Discarding Girder Goons, wow. Yep, here we are. Just drawing lands. We've got 10 of them out of the deck now. So only 6 lands left in 20 cards. Take 3. I think we have to do this one first, just to make sure we don't die to it. Now, the thing is, they have all the mana in the world to free that up here at this point in the game. So that kind of sucks. We didn't get any of them early, which is when they're good. They only have 10 cards left in the deck, so I mean, that is something. Okay, they're gonna free it up. Makes sense. We get to draw another land. Citizens get vigilance. 1, 2, 3. We don't even have great attacks like with this one because they could eat it with the Girder Goons. They could trade a shield counter for this one. So it's like not even that good right now. So pass the turn. Maybe we draw like Overseer into Darling and then we're able to do something with to take the streets, but we're just going to die here now. Whack for 1 mana. Do I need to go to like 15 lands or something? Like, we have a couple ways to loot. Honestly, I might go to 15 lands. I'm just tired of this. Like, it's no fun. I'm just drawing all the lands in a 16 land deck and then still losing. Gotta get rid of that shield counter, trade for this stupid thing and take 7. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I think at this point we're done. There it is. I mean, what do you want from me? 12, we have 4 lands in the last 16. So I'm going to go to 15 lands here just to see what happens. And then we'll get screwed out of game 3 and go 3. Alright, decent little start here. I did go down to 15. So we'll see how that works. Would like to draw 2 drop. Nope, just keep drawing them, I guess. So Overseer more than likely here. Civil Servant, not bad. We don't have another citizen though. Alright, would you like to trade? Nope. So I think we should go Fencer just to make sure we can get the maximum value out of these counters. Next turn we can go like Servant plus Informant or something like that. Okay, well, we're just going to play our hand here. They're going to counter or kill something at some point. So this is like a straight up 2-for-1, so I don't want to get rid of that. Strong Arm's a very good blitz target. It can take them off balance. Hold for Ransom's a good removal spell early. Speakeasy Server is 5 mana, do nothing, kind of. So I'm expecting Celebrity Fencer to die or get bounced here. Okay, so they're going to trade Overseer for a shield counter. Yeah, that's good. Let's see what else you got. There goes the Fencer. And then a 3-3. Yeah, 3-3 is going to be tough to get through in our deck. Alright, I think I just want to blitz the... Well, if we... We can ransom plus Throng. We can ransom this thing, be able to get in for 5. And we still have a blitz coming. If we draw a land, we can go ransom plus blitz. Yeah, we need to be pushing the damage. So let's do this. Take action. Get in for 6. And now a land would actually not be a bad draw because we can go ransom plus blitzing Strong Arm here. It's a good one, because now this can't attack. Do they get in with both of these? Okay, they do, so we can hit them for 6. Nah, that's what I thought. You gotta hold one of those back. Let's go Greeters into Throng, I guess. That way we have a bunch of creatures. And again, on next turn to land, they can't block, and we have a Blitz coming. For that reason, I think I actually want to make the treasure to guarantee that we have that play next turn, because the 1/1 counter may not matter very much. So let's make the treasure here. Now we don't have another one. And then no attacks. And hopefully they don't play like 2 creatures, because we might be able to push through lethal somehow. God, I hate that one so much. Card is so annoying. Okay, well, the treasure instantly backfired. So what are we going to hold for ransom here? It's got to be the duelist, right? So if we held the duelist for ransom, put 2 counters on this, got in with everything, they would block, and take... Let's see. Yeah, they would block 3, take 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that should be lethal. So let's do this. Blitz this here. Put the counters. Yeah, okay. We got it. All right. Well, 15 lands. Apparently that's the answer, because we still had 6 of them. Pretty easy keep here. I mean, I say easy, but we have a way to loot into green, a way to make treasure if this dies. We've got things to do still. For some reason, I thought we were 1 and 2 right now, but I think we're 2 and 1. For some reason, I wrote down that we lost that first game, but after checking on the screen there, I think we did actually win it. So let's just play Scarab, because I'd like to trade this for that. And then see if we can find a land. Alright, do you get white, or are you just straight red-green? There's the white. Okay. I mean, at least they used the removal on that and not something else. There we go. So let's find a land here. And then get rid of... This thing? Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Play this. And if they attack, do I block? I think so. Oh, all the tap lands. It's not a citizen... So it doesn't really matter for those. Okay, that'll blitz that. They get some treasures, but we do prevent some damage. Let's do this and see if this has an attack next turn. With the citizen entering or something like that. I mean, they've got 7 mana, so they may just play like a 6/6. But then we can ransom it. Brazen Upstart with Vigilance, okay. And then kill our servant. Professional Facebreaker. That's not a good one to hold for ransom, unfortunately. Yeah, that's going to be some serious card advantage here. So we got to get 2 creatures onto the battlefield as soon as we can, while still not taking 6 every turn. So I think Gala Greeters plus holding this for ransom is probably what I want to do. And then next turn we can probably Darling in the Masses, or maybe just a 4/5 Call die a strong arm if we draw land. Let's do this. I know they get the treasure, but I don't think there was no way around that. Because there's no way we could have played 2 creatures there to block that. Are they going to start sacking the treasures to play cards off the top? Is it play or cast? Play. It's pretty good. Yeah, there's a 4/5. Or they can give it to the... Yeah, they can give it to that too. That's pretty good. Alright. Well, we're just going to play our own 4/5. Let's put a counter on it. And do that. No attacks. And then do we block the face breaker here? That's the question. It would trade for a Gala Greeters. Well, at this point, now that they have all of these, probably so. Although they're not going to attack with it anymore, so yeah. Okay, can't play that. This is pretty mana efficient. And it's a flyer that we can start attacking with. So I'm going to do that. Let's put a counter on it. Because this card's ridiculous if you don't kill it. And no attacks. Next turn, we could Warm Welcome plus make a treasure, or Darling in the Masses plus make a treasure. If we draw a land. Okay. Found their land. So when can't block and then has to attack. Okay. They have attacks, but no, they didn't use it. Okay. I think I'm going to Warm Welcome here. I don't think we want to be holding any of this for ransom. Maybe the Fixer, but I think they can play something better. Wow. That's a lot. The Gathering Throng's a guaranteed 2-for-1. So I think that's why I'm going to take that. Get a counter. And then probably just exile Scarab here. None of this has reach, right? Nope. Okay. That's a decent one to hold for ransom. I gained 5 life, but I mean, yeah. Don't attack. The Facebreaker has good attacks right now. It would trade for the Gala Greeters, which I don't think I want to do. Okay, they didn't. Good. Alright, Darling plus hold for ransom, I think is where I'm going here. Get in there. They still are at 21 somehow. They can probably free that up. But that's okay. We're drawing cards. Trade it for this. Trade it for our own server. Oh, they're just gonna race. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, this thing is gonna start making treasures too. Oh, that was a horrible draw. Just horrible. Oh, that was so bad. Okay. At what point do we just start gaining life here? Probably at this point, because it outclasses everything on their board right now. So let's just gain some life. This is a race we can win. Oops. Because we just drew it. Oh, that hasn't been done this turn. Okay, well then, that makes sense. We'll just put the counter then. Decline, and then I think we can attack. Let's hope they sack the treasure to this and hit a land. Okay, security rocks. So they are racing us here. You're gonna sack one? You're gonna make 1/1s. Make a 1/1. Something has to attack next turn, so that sucks. Oh, they're gonna make 2 things have to attack next. Oh, okay. Oh, here comes the lands. Alright, we'll play this. Gain 2 life. This has to attack and die. This will trade for a 1. These will both trade for 1/1s. I don't like that. Combat trick would have been a decent draw, because then we would have been able to do that there. Alright, they're at 12, we're at 12. But they've got quite the engine going here to make another treasure. That can't block. Then they have to make, they can make something attack. Yeah, they have quite the combo going here. This has to attack now too. Alright. Yeah, things are happening. Maybe I shouldn't be attacking with this. I mean, I thought it was a race we win, but they're getting way too much value. I think that's been a mistake. I'm going to hold it back now for sure. Quick Draw Dagger could be good if they block incorrectly, but I don't think they will. So go to combat. Go here. Guess we're gaining 2 life. I'm not sure how much the counters are doing anymore there. Go to blockers. Let's see how they attack it. Block it. Yep. Go to damage. That's good. I mean, they can, every turn they can, yeah, so this is effectively unblockable. Because every turn they can sack this, make a creature, and make this unblockable with Sizzling Soloist. So, yeah. It's quite the combo. This is a nice little deck they got here. Alright, what are they going to make attack next turn? Getting an army of 1/1s. Okay. Hit a land. Nope. Okay. I'm not sure really what this does except draws us a card next turn because... Oh, come on. Really? Why? I mean, they have to free this up, but it'll draw us a card at the very least. But I don't think that's a way we're winning this game here. This has to attack. This can't effectively block, really. I mean, it can, and they probably have lethal on the backside here, but again, what are we going to do about it? Alright, got rid of that. Put this over here, because why not? Gives us an extra power. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers against their 8, 9, 10, 11 attackers. So we're not dead. Still not a race we win. Unless we keep drawing creatures and gaining life here. We needed them to just brick like 2 turns in a row, and us to draw gas 2 turns in a row, and then maybe we can get back into this game. Okay. Wasn't really bricking. Yep. It's not quite gas, but it is something. Okay, so they are hitting us with everything here. Oh, it's because of the menace. That's probably why we're gonna die. What if we did this? No, can't do that. So we have to block this no matter what. And if we block that, then we have to let 4 through, so we die to this. So we have to block that. We have to block as many as we can, and yeah, that'll do it. Suppose we'll keep it. We at least have a 2-drop. So... yeah, draw 4s here. Could be a quick one. Alright, they got all 3 of their colors here. I don't think I'll block, because if next turn if we draw a land, we can quick draw dagger, block, and then eat it. Oh god, what does that do? Oh, thank god. That's a pretty good one. It's card draw every turn, effectively. Alright, well, let's attack. And then we'll eat that here. And then see where we can go from there. Alright, whenever you attack with 1 or less, draw a card. It enters with a shield counter. It's pretty good. Can they cast it? Green, white, white? No. White, yeah, they can't cast that yet. Magician, okay. Warm Welcome could be a nice combat trick here. We might need to do Rafine's Informant to get the loot to make sure next turn we can try to find another land. Because at this point we're only playing 1 spell a turn. That's why I'm going to take that. Alright, so they're drawing 2 cards a turn here now. There's Rigo with the shield counter. Drawing a card. Gonna have to try to trade here to make sure they don't draw it again next turn. It's a pretty good draw for us. I think I need to get this going. Okay, so they just put a non-creature on the top of their deck. That is quite the combo. That is also quite the combo. Oh, they had to sack a treasure to do that, though. So, now it's kind of a nombo. Because they can't make 1/1s anymore. Revelation of Power as a combat trick. It would basically trade for this. Let's do this first, see if we find a land or not. Okay, we found a land. So, we could play the land, then play the Throng, and then we actually have good attacks here. Kind of. I mean, this would basically trade for a shield counter still because of that stupid thing. Same with this. I kind of want the combat trick. I want the Throng because it's a 2-for-1. I want this because it'll gain us a ton of life and be a flyer. I want the Darling of the Masses. So I'm getting rid of the land. So if we did this, they sacked that and made a 2-2. Or even a 3-1. They could trade with one and then trade a shield counter for the other. So it's not good enough yet. Yeah, it's not good enough. See if they choose a 3-1 or a 2-2. Chose the 3-1, it makes sense. I think this has given them about 4 extra cards this game. It's been really good. Okay. Oh, jeez. They can tap this to make a 2/2 or a 3/1 every turn. God, that's ridiculous. Because if it one or more tokens, it doesn't have to be creature tokens. So that's insane. I guess just this one. They don't have a way to make a token right now. So let's try this. I guess we're just trading Revelation of Power for a shield counter on Rigo, maybe? Or for a dog? Yeah. I'm not liking our spot, because they could just tap this to make things here, and it's not great. We have to hope they go for some bad double block. There we go. That'll work. Because now it gains lifelink as well. They're getting priority here. I don't like that. Okay, now we gotta be careful. Okay, just keep drawing 2 cards a turn, I guess. Keep hitting creatures off the top. I'm not sure we have a way to get through this combo here. With Glittermonger and Ginny Fae. Because they can make 2 creatures. Well, now they can make 1. That could be something at some point in this game. I mean, they're just going to make a creature every single turn here, so... It's going to be hard to get through all of that. There's the doggo. Keep drawing 2 a turn. Maybe we mill them. Maybe that's how we win. Although I doubt it, because they're making a 3/1 every single turn. And our only removal is removal that doesn't kill this. It's just hold for ransom. So they're going to have this the rest of the game. Rocco for 4. So at what point are we just going to get run over? Getting their own fencer. Tap gets a counter every single turn now. So we'll do this here. I mean, we can play a flyer theoretically at some point and then hit them because they don't have any reach. But we might die before that. never unlucky. I think they've hit a creature all but one time. I think it's been 7 turns at this point, and they've hit a creature every single time but one. And the one time they didn't, they left it on the top of their deck, so... what can you do? This isn't even going to do anything at this point. They don't get trample. Five mana for a 5/3 and a 3/1. They can exile the Halo Scarab from their yard to get another 3/1. Just play that one as well. Celebrity Fencer has attacks now. Alright, well we have to get this down if we want any chance of surviving here. And by surviving, I mean winning a game. So we'll do that. And then no attacks. There's another creature. I mean, they've drawn all of these lands, so what's happened, it's been creature, land, creature, land, creature, land, and the creature's the one that gets the trigger off the Cabaretti Ascendancy every single time. Which means they draw 2 cards a turn. If it was land, creature, they would have not drawn anything. They could have put it on the bottom of their library. I guess it's like a scry one, which is still decent. But they're getting everything instead of just one of them. It's pretty convenient. Hard to lose a game of Magic when that happens to you. So we're riding on the back of the Speakeasy server here, but again, we might just get overrun before any of that really matters. Man, they got a very, very synergistic deck here. Okay, we're gonna have to chump the Throng. I mean the Fencer here. They might just stack with everything too. Might be lethal, I haven't done the math. Okay. So we'll just do these to guarantee 2 creatures right now. Now they go to 12. I think. Unless they have kill shot. Close enough. Alright, well that's about our last chance of winning in this game. So I'm going to save you the trouble and end the draft here for our third consecutive 2-3 on the channel. 2-3 is the worst record you can get in Limited because it is 750 gems away from the next win. So 2-3s, don't like to see them. I think that deck was a lot better than 2-3. Moved to 15 lands, and that seemed to be fine. So maybe we're a 15 land format here with the aggressive decks. But yeah, that last deck was just too much of an engine. Couldn't deal with it. But thanks so much for sticking to the end of this video. Check out our trophy playlist at the end screen, or check out all of the drafts on channel for Streets of New Capenna as well. And I will see you tomorrow for your daily draft.